And then I think I honestly got lucky not winning 5 in a row.
I met a gypsy.
What was some of the hard moments this year?
So, yeah, I mean, there was probably 2 like moments where I was just like, wow, I need to like slow down and like have a break here. Like this is just like, I've never felt like I've been like overworked mentally until kind of this year. But you know, after winning 4 races in a row, and just the whole dramas from that and the way it all went, and you know, some of the battles I had with Loic and stuff at the time, you know, that's kind of where it all started of the, you know, kind of overall battle. Yeah, I won 4 in a row, and that was that 4th race going into it. I was just like, this is crazy. Like, I can't believe I'm like here. I'm trying to do this again, but like everyone's talking about this stuff, and I just need to like try and focus on what I need to do. And that's like all that matters. And,
had anyone ever won 4 in a row before?
Aaron Gwynn has.
Okay.
He did it once, but so I matched his record of the season. Yeah, I was like going into that last race, and I was like, I just need to focus on riding, and like whatever happens, happens. And it kind of started rough, and it's like when all the interview time and like that start of the week happens, it was tough. And as soon as I got on the track and got like riding, I was like, okay, like now we're like back into it and back in the right mindset. And I was able to, you know, perform that weekend. So, and then I think I honestly got lucky not winning 5 in a row. Like it probably helps me in a big way throughout the season, because if I won 5 in a row there and Loic didn't beat me in Andorra, I would have, you know, gone into the whole mid-season break with that pressure and that talk and that, you know, thought in my mind still of going into the next race, you know, at the second half of the season. So it was kind of a like nice way to like just kind of have it all settle down. It's like, I still did the best I could. I got second, but I didn't win, and was able to, you know, go into the season and just, or the break, and just have like a full reset. So it sounds crazy to say, but like that was,
I get it, dude.
It was gnarly.
Yeah, like the pressure. One guy's only ever done it before.
Yeah.
In Gwyn.
Yeah.
And
it's like, when am I going to have the opportunity to do that again? You know, I was like,
this year, bro. Like, come on.
Who knows? Who knows? But dude, I mean, it's only gonna get harder and harder, right? So, I was like, this is like a, you know, I'm never gonna have, or let's say I'm never gonna have this opportunity again. Like, I need to do try and maximize the most out of this as I can. So, it was just so much thinking of trying to, you know, what I need to do to win, and what I need to do to perform my best. And it was definitely a trip.
I bet that was a tough situation to deal with, you know. And the thing with downhill that's so different to motocross and supercross is, like, you don't see runs like that. You don't see guys that can be that dominant at the World Cup level. So much changes. The tracks are so different, and they suit different people
riders,
in
different
different
bikes.
ways. Yeah. There's
different
so
conditions,
many. Yeah, the variables and the margins for error. Like, you're not racing a downhill bike for 30 minutes twice to figure out the overall.
Yeah.
You get 3-4 minutes.
I race, if you tally up all of my race time out of a year, it's 30 to 40 minutes of race time. So I work for 30 minutes. So my hourly rate must be amazing. I don't know. But like I technically only like am racing for, you know, I'm only doing my job on track for 40 minutes. So it's like, that's all I have to show my skills. So it's like, you really have to have everything from the outside go into, you know, the 3 minutes that you're on track.
Yeah. Yeah. And there's so many guys that are capable of being so great on any given day. And obviously yourself, Loic, like there's a few guys that kind of rise to the top, but I mean, there's so many dudes that are extremely capable of for 3 minutes being the best in the world. Yeah.
Yeah. And there was multiple races this year where we had shorter gaps than the F1 that weekend in their qualifying. So the weekend of Leogang, I was 0.05 ahead of Loic, and then third place was like 0.6 of a second behind. And I think, yeah, whoever won the F1 that weekend was like, it was the top 3 spread was within a second or something like that. So it's like, it's tighter than F1, but we're racing for longer. The track's changing, you know, like it's crazy. So
yeah, it's one of the gnarliest sports. Like, and the
For
level that it's at now is psychotic.
Yeah, it's getting up there, and you can really tell this year, or 2025 was kind of the year that it like really stepped up to another level. Yeah, everyone would tell you the same. I'd say 24 as well, like it stepped up a little bit, but 25 even more so.
What happened?
So what they did was they got rid of the protection status on the races. So like if you were sitting in a good point system in the overall, like top 10, I think it was, or whatever, you'd automatically qualify through the final.
Yep.
They took that away as of 2025. And so, like, if I didn't qualify at the race, like, I wouldn't make it. Like, I wouldn't be in the finals, right? So, like, it's not like anyone can, like, have a free pass to the finish. Like, it's just, you got to make it through every step. And so that changed things because, like, instead of having a free pass and only doing your quali run at, 80% to save it for the final, everyone is pushing as hard as they can every single lap to make it in. So the privateers are pushing faster. The mid-pack riders are pushing faster. And the top guys have to push faster because they're not guaranteed into the final, right? So it's like if they don't make it, it's a big thing. So over this 2025 year, it definitely got a lot harder. Just because of getting rid of that protection status means everyone just tries so much harder.
And
for the 3
just
Q1,
every session.
Q1, Q2, and then into the final, right?
And so do you think that elevated just the speed in general?
Yeah, I would say so. I don't know. I think the top of the level, definitely it got elevated for sure. And then just you see it in the mid pack. So qualifying, Q1, 20 riders go through. And let's say last year that would happen, it would be a 5 to 6 second spread between those 20 riders where they all fall in. Where this year it's 2 to 3 seconds.
Damn.
So it's not just that the faster riders are going faster. It's the whole field has just shrunk and just is, everyone's going faster.
Which just means that the margin for error
is
only
now less. And
0.
Yeah. One mistake in a quali run and you miss it by, a few tenths of a second, and then you get a flat tire in your next one because you missed a rock by that much or whatever, and that's your weekend done. It's crazy. So I made it through every Q1 except twice. I missed it in Poland the first round. I missed the Q1, so I went to the Q2, which is only 10 riders go through. And that's even more of a battle because it's usually some top guys don't make it through Q1, and so then there's less spots, just as many good riders pushing for it, and they've had another run at pace to get used to the track. So Q2 is I'd say even harder than Q1. And then the other time I had it was Ligier, where I went to Q2. That was because of a crash up top, and had to go to Q2 and put it on a good run. But it's stressful. Every other race, I made it in Q1 and made it through fine. But yeah, if you don't make it to the final, that's just that's your race over. That's your overall chance done kind of thing.
What was it like battling Loic for a full year?
I love that question. That's the question of the year right there.
Really?
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, it's pretty different of my sense of battle, right? Your guys' battle is they're actually beefing with each other, right? There's words exchanged, right? It's something happening, something physical where, me and Loic are fully mutuals. We're fully homies. It's we chat. Yeah, and he's great.
Isn't he?
Yeah.
The nicest French person
he's
of
amazing.
all time.
Yeah, he's great.
With this time last year, my wife and I, and then him and his girlfriend, we all went for dinner, and my wife was like, "I thought French people sucked." She was like, "He's so lovely."
He's cool. Yeah, he's sick. Yeah. So I mean, it was good. We were, mutual about the whole thing, and it's we were talking about, this is cool. We're pushing each other. We're pushing the sport. This is This is like only going to help us both in the long run. Like it's good for the sport, right? So yeah, we were both good about it. You know, there was definitely like he probably had some cheeky little things in interviews and stuff, but I tried to stay out of it and just like really like focus on my own thing, because I was like at that point I like learned about, like, that was kind of when I was going on that good run, and that was when you know, things were getting busy, and I was like really starting to figure out kind of what is working for me and like what kind of I like doing at the races and stuff. And that was just like me focusing on what I need to do and like literally blocking everything else out. So yeah, there was definitely some times where he's like trying to get something in an
Like
interview, like a reaction or something, and I'm just like shutting it down, you know?
Yeah, because he's gnarly.
Because he definitely still like will look for it, or will look for a little, but like it's still in a mutual kind of funnier sense. So.
Well, but when you think about it, it's what you said. Like, he can't get an elbow in there. He can't run it in. Like, there's no. You guys aren't on track. Everything's mental.
Yeah.
He's looking for every mental edge that he can find, and I mean, he's a guy that's done it so many times.
Yeah. Yeah, exactly.
So he knows the play. He knows how to beat.
Yeah, his
people.
like his program and his way of operations is so refined. He knows exactly what he needs to do for every weekend, right? So,
and he probably has a way to beat each person.
Yeah.
You know,
definitely.
everyone that he's beat everyone that he's come up against at some point. You know, it's not like
he had a strategy in Andorra where he beat me out that fifth round where I was going into it almost like I was second, he was last rider down, or I was in the hot seat, he was last rider down, only guy that could have pipped me. So it was like, it was the record or not. And
dude, I wish I watched that one.
That was a good one. I wasn't happy with my run, so I knew he was gonna beat me out of the as soon as I finished my run, I was like, shit, that's it, done right there.
And
before he came
what
down.
are we talking? Like what
a
run leads you? Or can we watch that? Should we try to find that?
Yeah, we could watch that. Andorra 25. So,
because you probably made like.
So I can show you exactly what happened, and I wasn't fully into it at the top of my run. You could do
that second one,
GoPro,
the third one,
yeah, the POV might work good.
Yeah.
So like out of the gate, I'm like, okay, this is it. Like, this is the historic run right now. Like I need everything to go right. So I nearly slide and tuck the front at the first corner. So I was like, shit, I'm off the back.
Like,
okay. So I hit that rut and I hit that hole right there in that corner. And it was just like I was offline ever so slightly. Like going through all those holes and like top of the berm there, it may not even look like much. But I lost 1.2 seconds to about this next kind of tree, like this next jump coming up. I lost like 1.2 seconds to that yellow pad right there.
Yep.
And then I lost the race by 1.2 seconds. So I lost all my time.
Everything was there.
Right there. And then right here is where I felt like I started my run and like got into it and started riding well. Like you can tell like I look like I'm not, chilling as much.
That first berm, the left-hander.
So like
that was like the first one that you stayed out of the
first three berms is where I lost the race pretty much. And then like all this stuff, I did everything I could, and I rode at the max speed, and it was just as fast as him.
And you knew.
Yeah, I just knew I didn't have a good top section, and that it wasn't going to be enough, because that's where he was focusing on being, like, that's where he knew he could like attack, because he's stronger and can carry more speed. But like all through this stuff, I was like, oh, I'm like going good here, but like I just wish I had another go at that top section. I changed this line like the last run before practice, where I did this double right here.
Bro.
And then that like carried me like with really good exit speed into this section. And then this scrub wall right here was always really gnarly. I got like bucked off that. But honestly, from where I said like that jump up top, that drop down, like the run from there down was perfect. Like all this stuff, I was like, this is great. Like I'm carrying good speed there. Everything was good, but it was just that top section, and the splits show it too.
Yeah. Because I mean, you guys get the data, It's not like there's any secrets out there once the run's done.
this section's carnage right here. Like you just no brakes
Right.
and gap there. I'm just like holding on to it. And then I think I come down and you see me shake my head, I think. And that's when I know I'm like, that was not enough. Oh, it doesn't show it, but yeah.
Isn't that wild that it's just really
It's just
those
that top 30 seconds, you know?
3 turns, and you knew too.
And I knew it.
And that's the level that I just, if you're not a downhill diehard guy, you just won't understand how small your margin for error is.
Yeah.
Because look at how many places the run could have gone wrong after
Yeah,
that.
for sure.
It's chaos the whole way down. And all of that was like millimeter perfect.
Yeah.
Except for 3 simple, relatively flat berms at
Yeah.
the top.
Well, there were 2 flat. That was my problem. He was running the inside of them, and I went through the holes. And so I was just like chopping through the holes, losing speed. And he had a really nice inside line through them all. And I was like, yeah, I don't know if I probably could have, looked at it and like analyzed that inside and saw that line earlier. But like he had the advantage there on me for sure.
Yeah.
So
And it's his home.
You got to give it out to him for sure.
You just finished watching a clip from the full 3-hour podcast. You're on our Clips channel. The full podcast live on the Gypsy Tales podcast channel. It's linked right here. Go over to that channel, give us a like, give us a subscribe, and make sure you never miss a full episode of the Gypsy Tales podcast. If you don't want to watch it on YouTube, you want to watch it on the go, you can also head to our iTunes or Spotify to get the full 3-hour podcast in audio format.
I met a gypsy.